Without information, you cannot make good decisions, right? That's why in this video, I'm going to show you the right methods that we use in the agency to read data and to identify potential issues, right? So I'm going to show you two column sets that will show you different layers of information to analyze what's going on in your business and identifying potential issues in order to then take action, okay? So let's get to it. Here we have the Facebook Ads Manager. You need to first select your ad account here. I selected the one we don't use, so I can show you the example. So you need to go to this drop down here at the top left corner and select your ad account. Once you have done that, you will see this drop down here, or only this icon in the newer versions of the Ads Manager. The default one is performance, right? But we don't want this one. We want to select performance and clicks, right? This is only placeholder for us to build from this point on, right? So once we have selected this one, we want to click on that drop down again and come to customize columns here, right? What we are going to add are the partial events for the e-commerce right? So in this case, once someone visits an e-commerce, we are going to see that they visit the product pages, they add products to cart, they initiate the checkout, they add the payment information, then they buy, and then of course the purchase is completed, right? So we want to add those events. At the right corner of the screen, you're going to see the columns that this column set is going to include. So we want to get rid of the ones that we don't want, right? So the ones that said sorry, all, we want to get rid of these ones. So let's click here. Let's get rid of these ones. Let's only leave these ones, right? If you leave more, that's okay. Let's get rid of the amount spent. I'm going to tell you in a sec why, but let's add landing page views because that's the first thing that happens once someone lands on your website. So we need to include total and cost. So check those two, total and cost. Then view content or content views is the event that happens when they visit the product pages. Add to cart, again, total and cost. Checkout, in this case, checkout's initiated, total and cost. And now we are going to add payment info, ads of payment info again, total and cost. This is when someone enters the credit card details or payment details, right? And then purchase. Here, we're going to go to the second one first and add total, cost, value to see the purchase value, the conversion value, and then the ROAS, the return on ad spend, right? And now we're going to add the amount spent. So at the right side of the screen, you're going to see a lot of columns and checkboxes. Please uncheck them all. Otherwise, you're going to have one column per each of these, and you don't want that. Like mobile, offline websites, you don't want that level of detail. Unless you do, I would advise that you remove them. Otherwise, it will be a lot of information that you don't need right now. So once you have unchecked those, we are going to need to save this preset and name it, right? So yeah, we are done. We want to have the events in order, right? So you can pause the video to see if you have the right order if you want. So it's not that long for you. So you need to go here and save the preset, and we're going to name it main KPIs, right? So you click apply and you will see that you have these columns. So these columns are CPM, CPC, CTR, the link clicks, not all. We removed those because we want to actually assess if it's cheap to get a visit, right? The cost per click, and that's affected by the CPM and the CTR, right? So we want to know if before visiting the website, people are costing a lot for us or not. And then they land on the website, the landing page views. Here's the cost. Then they say, let's say they visit the product uh, detail pages and the cost. They add products to cart and the cost. This is not each product added to cart. This is the users adding products to cart, right? It's a different thing. So the checkout's initiated once they add the payment information, the purchase, the cost, the conversion value, and then the ROAS and the amount spent. This in order will let you know and read if people are dropping off along the way or not. So if you have content views but nothing else, you know that people are dropping off here. The same with add to carts. If you don't have anything else, then after add to carts, then yeah, people are dropping off after. So you can take a look at how the funnel is behaving, right? And how, better said, how users are behaving throughout the funnel, right? So um, right now, I'm going to show you the second column set, which is about the conversion rates. And the conversion rates are useful to actually assess uh, how many people or what percentage of people are dropping at each level. Here you can see the cost and many other things that are cool. But in the other column set, we can actually assess the percentage and compare different campaigns, ad sets, ads, and periods of time to see, I don't know, for example, let's say we compare 2 weeks and assess, oh, okay, here in this week, the conversion rate of visitors to add to cart dropped by 10% or 20%. So for some reason, the problem that we are having right now in the overall conversion rate of the funnel is here, right? So you can identify that. So we are going to go back and select the performance and clicks column set and customize columns again. So again, we are going to get rid of the all, you know, and the purchases. So we don't want that. We want this. The amount spent, you can leave it or you can just get rid and add it again at the end. You can always drag and drop the columns, right? But we're going to create custom metrics. So in this case, the columns that we want to add, for instance, is landing page views to add to cart. So we want to assess how many people dropped after they visited the website, how many of those added products to cart, right? So we need to divide add to cart by landing page views, okay? And select percentage. So I'm going to go real quickly. So then it's add to cart to initiate a checkout. So we want to checkouts initiated cart, and we want to do the same thing, right? Then we want to add, let's say, checkout to purchase. So it's purchases divided checkouts and percentage again. And then we can select the overall or the total conversion rate, which is the purchases divided the landing page views, right? The overall conversion rate of your e-commerce store from the point of a visit, right, up to the purchase. So those conversions, those custom metrics, sorry, are here. So you need to select them. If you select them in order, they will appear in order. And then, yeah, you can drag the amount spent right to the end. And you can save these as conversion rates, for example, right? So now you will see the conversion rates. Well, these, we didn't want this, so please uncheck these ones. You can always come back here, customize columns, and edit this, right? So if we didn't want this, for example, we can go back here and override it. So okay, so we have the conversion rates, right? So yeah, these all, we didn't want them either. So yeah, please remove them. But you have the events before people visit the website, right? The CPC, CTR, CPM, and then after they visit, you have all the conversion rates. So here you will see a lot of percentages, right? And these percentages will tell you how people are behaving throughout the funnel. And then you will be able to make good decisions based on that. Now, if you're not managing the ads yourself, you can always monitor what your agency is doing, right, with these two column sets. And then if you spot something interesting, you can let them know, or you can let them know to implement these two column sets so they better track and measure everything that you're doing for your business. Okay. This was all for this video. And as always, I hope it was useful. And if you need me, you know where to find me. Okay. Thank you.